first black supermodel to have graced the cover of Vogue. You've been very vocal about it always, about the representation of women of color in magazines, in fashion, in media. Do you feel now in the Obama era that enough has been done? And as a second part of the question, do you think the next face that needs to be represented is the global goal, a multiracial goal?
Yeah, well, I think in the Obama era, unfortunately, it's not. And that is what is so weird about it, because we have here the first African-American president in the United States, but literally like a couple of years ago, there were no black models on the runway, which then forced Italian Vogue to do a whole issue in their magazine of just on black models. And so in a way, it's weird that that's happening at the same time we have Obama. Multicultural global way of looking at it is the only way to look at it. And let's not forget, a lot of people think that the enough black models that are out there are actually maybe from America. Most of the top black models are actually from the continent. The ones who are not from the continent is Tyra Banks, who's from the United States, Naomi Campbell, who's from UK, but the rest of them are from the continent. Oluchi, Leah, Alec Weck, me. It's like diverse of it comes from the continent. So it should be more global than really localized.
Okay. When you came to America for the first time, when you were really young, you came from a completely different continent. You said you hadn't worn heels or makeup, and you were also raised with another religion and a conservative religion.
Yes.
Was it incredibly shell-shocking to go to Studio 54, to New York, to sex, drugs, rock and roll, that world? What was it like? What kind of challenge was it, and how did you deal with that?
Oh, it wasn't a challenge. I was 18, I was ready. I was bring more. No, of course. I mean, I was 18 years old, and one of the reasons I came to the United States was actually to experience life. But I had no idea what I was getting into. But what saved me, I always say, is that I've always known when to leave the party. I never stayed the party too long. There's a time and a place for it. And in this industry, modeling is really, really critical that you are very professional, so to show up on time. And everything you do, whether it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, it will show in your face. So it is moderation, and when to know when it's enough and when it's really to be serious about business. It's been fun.
Good. So, between your careers as a model, as a business model, an actress, and being married to a rock star, is there still a place in your life for a specific religion, or rather spirituality?
Yeah, I'm Muslim. I was raised Muslim. Somalia, we don't wear veils, so I was not raised wearing veils. So that's one thing. But what I do, the business I do, the way I dress, even just now, it's against my religion. And I always say, at the end of the day, may Allah have mercy on my soul. And I'm hoping that at the end of the day, what I will be judged on, it will be on my actions while I was alive and on this earth, rather than of how I dress. I'm hoping. That's all I can do. I can hope.
In all my research, people have described you most often, the one word that always I come across is powerful. And I don't think that people mean that just beauty, or just wealth, or just fame. I think it is this wisdom that you radiate, which is rare because one doesn't always see, even a person of experience or a beautiful person doesn't necessarily have wisdom. What do you think? What is so special about you? What's that source of wisdom?
I'm older than all the models. I'm 55. So, I've learned, and I have stayed focused, and I've learned, and trust me, I've made tons of mistakes like everybody else. But I really did not come into myself till I hit 35.
Really?
Yeah, and that was like almost at the end of my career, So it just comes with age. It does.